Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the movie pod. My name's Isaac, joined by Joseph all the way over there. And yeah,
all the way over here.
Next episode of the night, few out tonight, so stay tuned. This one, we're talking about Star Wars again. We're talking about Petty Pascal in the Last of Us TV show and the Mandalorian season 3, and how Tilo, the show, the Last of Us HBO show, as good as it was, bro, it was amazing. Like, show of the year, I still think. Ahsoka. It's competing with Ahsoka. I'm sorry, but
It's gonna be Ahsoka.
But like not Star Wars show. Like unbiased. Last of Us is probably show of the year. However, it did
As of so far.
It did f over. It fucked up the Mandalorian season 3.
You're just going straight into it.
We're going straight into it.
Before we go into it, before we get into it, some of the boys. Do you know when Mario came out?
Mario.
Just quickly. I'm tying it together.
Yes.
So you know when Mario came out and we had the Mario outfits for work.
Yes.
Some of the boys from work, because I put the outfit on.
Yeah.
And do you know the Pedro Pascal Mario SNL edit?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the boys from work said that I look like that, and I have a photo of that, and it's my Tinder. It's one of my Tinder profile pictures.
Ro just told everybody he's on Tinder, and that you have a
I'm on
Mario people are hunting you down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, but you obviously can't show it because I have not done a face reveal yet.
A face reveal right now, guys.
Yep.
No, we're not. I think I've seen it. Is it you, the one that was posted on the workplace? You freaking with your hips on you?
Oh, I'm not on workplace, so I have no idea. Remember?
Workplace. Watch out, big boy. Here.
Let me find it. This one.
Yeah, get
That
on
photo is one of my. And
oh my
one of the
god,
boys
you
from
look
work.
like Petty Pascal. I would need to show the camera, but I'm not going to.
No, you cannot.
One day, we're regarding
One
this
day.
video. We're coming back to this video. But
And that is like my third profile picture.
people are gonna
Tinder.
find you now.
Oh yes, our fans are a lot of we have a lot of female viewers, I assume. Who?
Yeah, like our demographic. Let me have a look. Well, you guys, we are not accessing that. Actually, let's go through it. No, I don't kind of want to do that. Actually,
Yeah, let's not do that.
Actually, I'm gonna do it. Our
Okay.
demographic.
I assume-
they can't see my screen. Our demographic of okay. Let me just go to our analytics. We'll get to the video in a second. I'll put us time. Fast forward if you don't care. Bro, we've gotten 60,000 views on the channel in total.
That's, I assume, a lot of shorts.
12k.
Oh, wow.
It's from our Black Panther, bro. Black Panther blew us up. Audience.
11K.
Audience. So, 0.2% are user specified, and a whopping 21.3% are females. 78.7% are males.
Damn crap.
Dude.
Okay, I'm gonna get caught out.
Dude, we have 1.7% of 65 plus watching us. 1.7. of percentage of the people that watch us are 65 plus. You don't know what to say.
I feel like that's people just toying with their age, just
That's
because they're
my
not old enough.
grandparents.
Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I just wanted to tie that in just because I was referred to as Pedro
My dog
Pascal,
just ate
who
a
is currently the daddy of the internet. Oh my god.
Just hold on.
Why are there pods on the floor? Yeah. Looks like we're cutting this episode short, guys. It was Tilo. Tilo was heavily influenced by. Tilo heavily influenced The Mandalorian, and although it may be the TV series of the year, Mandalorian season 3 will not be. And it's probably because Pedro Pascal was kind of stolen for the role of Joel in The Last of Us Part 1 on HBO Max / binge for us Australians down here. And yeah, whilst Isaac handles his dog eating a pod, because yes, poor Baxter.
So I'm editing right now. Joseph, I just want to say you did a great job rambling them. And guys, don't worry, my dog's alright. My dog's alright. Back to the video.
Hope he didn't stop recording. You can leave all this in. Make me famous. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Peaches, 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 peaches.
A few moments later.
Cold War is so mindless. It's so easy to play.
I'm back.
Is your dog okay?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
My dog ate a pod. That's my dog's fault. He eats anything he finds.
Yeah, why is there a pot on the floor?
It's my Snicker pods from our movie
Yeah.
night. I dropped them earlier, and I looked to my left, and my
And
dog
you didn't clean them up.
I don't know how many he ate as well.
Did you tell your mum?
Yes.
Okay. You just gotta watch him. If he starts being funny, you have to get his stomach pumped.
A few moments later.
Buddy.
Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, cool. We're actually gonna get.
I did keep
into
it going.
now. Did you actually? Well, we'll have to see us when we're editing. When I'm editing that, I'll keep it in.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
you
I'm not gonna
just-
cut you out. I'm not gonna do a.
Oh, you're still gonna have to cut out a while of dead area. I could only fill
Yeah.
in so much without
Yeah.
like taking over. But
Yeah.
I was just like, whilst he deals with that, I'm
Here we go. So the Mandalorian season finale reportedly changed due to the Tilo conflict. So basically, reportedly, one idea for the Mandalorian season 3's finale was shelved because of a scheduling conflict with the Last of Us HBO series. Actor Pedro Pascal was probably one of the busiest men in the show business throughout 2021 and 2022. During both years, the actor
Yes.
filmed The Mandalorian for Disney Plus, parts of the Book of Boba Fett as well, and The Last of Us for HBO. For quite some time, the shooting schedules overlapped, forcing Pascal to travel back and forth between Los Angeles and a place in Canada where they filmed. According to a new rumor, the back and forth may have caused conflict that resulted in a scene being scrapped from The Mandalorian's final episode in Season 3. The Mandalorian Season 3 final idea scrapped due to Tilo. So, in a recent episode of the Hot Mic podcast with host Jeff Snyder, who is probably got one of the best scoops, best insider for Star Wars stuff, like he knows a lot of all the leaks. Jeff Snyder, highly recommend him if you want to go find some leaks. Claimed that last episode of The Mandalorian's third season underwent a slight change. Apparently, Pedro Pascal was supposed to be seen in the finale, so without the helmet on, meaning fans would have got another look at Din Djarin's real face. Snyder alleged that the scene didn't happen because of a matter of scheduling with The Last of Us, which was in first position for Pedro. So Pedro put The Last of Us over The Mandalorian.
I mean, to be honest, with the amount of stars that are in Mandalorian, I feel like that was a right call. The Last of Us is so important to not just gaming fans, but also just like
I'd never
now.
I'd never played any of The Last of Us games. I played parts of it and my mates. I never played a full story of The Last of Us before watching the show. I've started part 1, but I just haven't had time. I will get around to it. But
Yes, to be honest,
I'm excited to play part 2.
me and the guys from work were just talking about it. Maybe you just skip to part 2 because it's at this rate. We're surprised you haven't been spoiled.
I knew it. I don't know. I don't really get much Tilo stuff. I mean, when the show was popping
Good.
off, I got heaps. I don't know how I
Just
didn't get
don't read
spoiled
any
then.
comments on Tilo. Okay, you see something on Twitter, don't go into the comments. For God's sakes, that's all I ask.
Yeah,
of you.
I have, but I haven't really found anything.
Well, just don't risk it.
So there is this little clip here from the Jeff Snyder podcast where he talks about it. I don't know how long this is. I haven't watched it. This is Jeff Snyder on the right here. So we will take a look at this. I'm just interested to know what he says. It's like
That's
30-second thing.
Regarding the Mandalorian
Here we go.
and
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, I'm told that Pedro not being in the Mandalorian finale was a scheduling thing.
Like taking the helmet off, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
he wasn't seen or whatever in the Mandalorian finale. That was simply a matter of scheduling with The Last of Us, which is in first position for him.
Yeah.
Last of
And
Us
that
is
he
in
was
first
on set
position
for a
for
couple
him.
of episodes this past season, and that he's not going anywhere. So I just wanted to
You can't
reassure
hate it.
fans.
Okay, so Pedro Pascal is not going anywhere. He is going to continue to play the Mandalorian. I guess. I think he will die in Filoni's movie.
Yeah, as a sacrifice.
Sacrifice, maybe. I think Mon Mothma is going to die in that movie. We should make an episode of just talking about that Dave's movie.
Yeah.
A fun one. I just love Dave Filoni.
Who and that's, I guess, one thing I wanted
Okay,
to
so
say about
Pedro
our little
Pascal ain't
podcast here
leaving.
is, like,
All
man,
those rumors, bro. We were so scared that finale, that
Oh.
Din was dying. I was
I
convinced.
think everybody thought he was.
I was
gonna die.
convinced, and I don't know if I still don't know if there was issues between Petty Pascal and Johnny Favreau. I don't know. I mean,
I'm
both of
getting
them seem to be
Google alerts. It
saying
just felt like
John Favreau is now a executive producer on Dave's movie. He originally wasn't, but he's come on board to be an executive producer. So things
Yay.
seem good. Thank
it
God.
is just a wild and crazy game of telephone that the internet really becomes. Like, I'll say something.
Yeah. What would you pick? Would you pick? The way that I see it is, it's a third season of a pre-established show with pre-existing characters, whereas you can't rewrite Joel's character.
Yeah.
You can't focus their attention
The
on
Last of Us
everybody
was
else
great just
in The
because
Last of Us.
how much they stuck to. I don't know the lore of Last of Us, but I know they stuck to most of the lore throughout. They did change some stuff up, extend some things, narrow some things now, but ultimately, they
It
source
was-
material. They use the source material.
Oh yes, very
Do
much
you
so.
think Star Wars has source material?
What do you mean?
Like when they're making a movie now, do you think there's source material that they should look back on to make it, all connect properly?
Yes, they
Kathleen
don't.
Kennedy said Star Wars doesn't have source material, so everything they make is entirely new because there is no source material. She said that at Celebration. 1 to 6 is the source material of Star Wars.
Star
4 to
Wars
even
Legends?
4 to 6. Star Wars Legends you could use that. Dave's using Star Wars Legends, the EU, as
Yeah.
source material for the Ahsoka show. Head of the Empire for his movie. Kathleen Kennedy.
I say it
She just
gently.
uses excuses. I don't think she actually cares. She's
I
enjoying
just
the
don't know.
money rolling in.
She just doesn't. Yeah, she's trying to get her last few bucks before she retires.
She gets. I mean, to be fair, no, I don't think it'll be a retirement. I think she's gonna get the boot.
I don't. So
I don't
I
think-
think they will ask her to leave, but they will make it look like a retirement because she's had a stellar career. She's worked on E.T.
Oh, she has.
Jurassic when she was younger. She worked on indie.
She's probably-
the indie films, Indiana Jones. She's done all the massive
actually-
big films, bro.
Besides the sequels, I respect Kathleen Kennedy a lot. In that
too.
era of, especially filmmaking, it wasn't heavily womanized. It didn't have a lot of female leaders in that sense. In that regard where it was directors or producers or anything. There was no big female ones, and I feel like she was a really big stepping stone to that. So I respect her for that, because she didn't aspire to just be an actress. She didn't aspire to just be something basic. She did what she wanted, and she did some great things, and
Yeah.
some of the best cinema ever.
Yeah,
Um,
ever.
Just easily, and in that era you don't hear of women doing that, and it was obviously the 70s and the early 80s. That's when it was hot. It's gotten easier. More opportunities have arisen, and I think it's because of her. For women to be higher up, to make movies, to make
Yeah,
shows, and
I agree.
I'd say it's all because of her, and I think it's fantastic.
So what is she
I
doing
don't-
with
I'm not
this
excusing-
film? Man, does she think now that she has the ultimate power? Is it Disney?
I think she just wants to be individual. I think she just wanted to be her thing and not in the shadow of
Well,
George. which I
Kathleen
get,
Kennedy wouldn't.
But there's such thing as called respect.
Kathleen Kennedy would not have a job, right? Well, wouldn't be the CEO, the president of Lucasfilm if it wasn't for George Lucas. Once George Lucas sold it
That's
to
what I
Disney,
mean.
he said to them, this contract, I'll sign this contract, but I want the contract to say that Kathleen Kennedy will be running my franchise. That's
Yeah.
very interesting. He trusted
Yeah,
her.
I think she wanted to individualize what her vision of Star Wars is, which is fine, but
Do you think
you
George
need to
Lucas
respect where it came from.
Do you think George Lucas obviously loved Kathleen Kennedy to make her the mother of his kids, literally?
I wouldn't say loved. I don't know. We obviously we don't know that
Respected.
the relationship we had.
Respected, thought she was perfect for the job. Respected her.
Yeah, easily. He
Do you
would have.
think he
He
still does?
definitely would have. No.
Do you think his views on Dave Filoni has changed?
What do you
Does
mean?
Dave Filoni still works
In a
for
good
the
way or a bad
company?
way or bad?
Like, do you think he doesn't
No,
like
because-
Dave as much? Or do you think he likes Dave even more? Because Dave is the only one who is continuing George's original story.
Yeah.
Could never do it. I mean, George
I
Lucas has
wouldn't-
been
I c-
on set of every single one of Dave Filoni's projects he's made for Disney. He'd been on set of Ahsoka, Mando, Book. Well, he wasn't on Book of Boba Fett. So I mean, him and Dave are still
I
friends.
wouldn't.
I think I
Yeah.
think Dave and George have conversations like every week. And
Definitely.
especially for Dave's upcoming movie, I reckon they've sat down and Dave has said, "Okay, George, tell me what was your vision for your Star Wars?"
No,
sequel
I
trilogy?"
don't think George would want everybody to follow what George wants. I don't think George is that selfish. I think he understands to make
this
a
is
good
George's-
story.
this-
Everybody
this
needs to
comes
be
out of George's
individual.
mouth. So this is George's mouth. Disney wanted to make a trilogy for the fans, but I just wanted to make a good story. It started here, we have the middle here, and it ended here. He just wanted to create a good story.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, but it's already been done, so I don't think he's trying to get Dave to write George.
No.
He's not trying to get Dave to write his story. He's trying to get Dave to write his own story,
Yeah.
and I still think Dave is doing a fantastic job.
Do you,
And arguably,
Dave.
in some cases, he's doing better. George was not a perfect director. He did not do everything to a T. He was not perfect. The Phantom Menace
He was a good
is not a
storyteller.
fantastic movie. Attack of the Clones has not great writing.
George is a storyteller. He is
Yeah.
not a. He cannot write dialogue for crap.
But I
But
wouldn't
the originals is fine.
give-
I don't understand it.
But I wouldn't give all the 6 movies a 10 out of 10 or a 5 out of 5. And I would maybe
I
give
all
some.
the 6 movies a 5 out of 5. Except, okay, so I need to explain. So because I've recently rewatched every Star Wars film, I used to like
Unlike
the
me.
Phantom Menace. I love the Phantom Menace, but I did give it a 5 out of 5. I now dropped it down to a 4.5 out of 5, and Attack of the Clones used to be a
Okay.
4.5 out of 5, and I bumped that up to a 5 out of 5. So every
I could
George
give Attack of the
Lucas
Clones
Star
5 out of 5.
What?
Attack of the Clones is not a 5 out of
Okay,
5.
when was the
I
last
cannot
time you
give it a
watched
5
it?
out.
Because I didn't think I thought it was a lot worse than I watched it the other night.
3-4 months ago, start of the year.
Oh, really? It was a lot
Yeah.
better when I watched it. I don't know what it was, but there was like less romancy, cringy stuff. Hayden's
No,
acting was a lot better. What am I saying? Hayden's acting was a lot better. It was never bad. Anakin's an awkward
It
character.
is.
No,
Yeah, but
it's not bad. It's the writing. It's not Hayden's acting.
yeah, but no,
That's how Anakin
no,
is.
sorry, yeah,
That's how
no,
Anakin
sure, yeah,
is.
but that doesn't. But if the writing's bad, then it's not a 5 out of 5. I'm sorry, a 5 out of 5 is perfect. There is no flaws. 5 out of 5 is
Okay.
a perfect
It's
movie.
a 5 out of
which
5
cannot be beaten.
Star Wars movie.
Okay, yeah, fine.
When
Sure.
I watch a Star Wars movie, I'm looking at it as a movie. As a Star Wars movie. When I'm watching a Star Wars movie, I'm looking at it as a Star Wars movie. Instead of saying I
Sure,
go and
okay.
see like freaking
But if you compare it to other movies. It's like you can't compare Attack of the Clone. You can't call Attack of the Clone 5 out of 5 against Indy, for instance.
Like,
You get what I mean?
yeah, because like, yeah, I get what I mean. Because I give Attack of the Clones 5 out of 5, but then I give like E.T. I give that like a 4 out of 5. E.T. is significantly better than Attack of the Clones as a movie.
Yes.
But I'm talking
Okay.
about Star
That's
Wars
fine.
as a Star Wars movie.
But
Like,
yeah, I
like,
don't
like
think
the Last
George
Jedi.
is-
I'll say the Last Jedi as a Star Wars movie, I give like a 1.5, maybe a 2 out of 5. As a movie, I would give like a 4 out of 5.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get that. I can kind of agree with that. Maybe not the Last Jedi, but I can agree with the Attack of the Clones take.
The Last Jedi might be
but what-
my new favorite sequel movie. I'm not saying I like it.
Go away.
No. It's still my one in in the top 3 worst Star Wars movies.
Yes. Back on George though, I think he would be encouraging Dave to follow his own story and not. I don't think George wants now,
Yeah, no,
especially.
I
he doesn't
agree, I
want
agree, I
everybody
get that, I
to
get
follow
that, I get that. Yeah.
George's 6. So
Well, I mean, no,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I think they should be following George's 1 to 6. I think
following
maybe not
and
anymore. But
continuing is different.
the Skywalker, so everything else being made is out of the Skywalker saga. It's set within it, but it's not continuing the Skywalker saga, right? 7,
Yeah.
8, and 9 were meant to continue the Skywalker saga, and they didn't do that.
No,
They didn't do that.
no, I don't think so. I agree.
They didn't. Where's Anakin? If they did, then where's Anakin?
I agree. But I mean the way that they do it.
Yeah.
Don't. The way that George and the way that Dave is completely different, and nobody should expect Dave to write as if he is George Lucas.
Yeah, no. Of course. But he is the closest.
And I don't
thing
think
we have
George
to
expects that either.
Lucas. But he is the closest thing we have to George Lucas.
I think that's
Lucas
just
is
because
Star
how
Wars
much he
as well.
respects George. I feel like if Dave was just Dave, he didn't.
He just
He didn't.
respects the Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's
The
fine.
lore, the
But-
source material.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, good job, Dave. But I don't think I think Dave could easily do something on his own that doesn't have anything to do with the source material. This is what we said the other day. If Dave did the Old Republic film that James Mangold's doing, I think that'd be fantastic still.
Yeah.
I think James Mangold's going to do a fantastic job. But I still think Dave could still write a fantastic Star Wars movie,
I
debatably
don't
better.
think that movie's
And
happening.
it has nothing. No, fantastic,
Saying
of course.
Some stuff has came out. We'll talk about it later.
Of course.
But I don't think that movie's
But
happening.
I'm okay with Dave doing his own thing. And I'm okay with Disney doing their own thing. But you have to respect George. You don't have to follow him. You have to respect him and understand what he built makes sense.
Well, yeah. I think if
Most
they
of the
want to
time.
do something new, then they need to go thousands of years after the Rise of Skywalker. Not back,
Yeah.
forward.
They don't. This is what I mean when I say respect him. Don't disregard what he's done because
That's
you
what they did.
feel because you want to be special.
That's
I know,
what they did
but
there.
I'm saying that Dave isn't doing that, and
Yeah, no, yeah.
and that's what makes Dave so good.
We love Dave. Yeah. His movie, I'm hyped for it, and I'm glad Petty Pascal and Johnny Favreau have seemed to be sorted their stuff. Even if those,
Do
we
we
don't
know
even know if those rumors were
how much of it?
true.
That's what I was about to say.
Like, what if it was all this fake? But I mean, do you think like creators of these shows, like, do you think Ryan Johnson knows that The Last Jedi is like got a 40% audience score?
He's got to.
Like, do you think John and Dave, Robert would, or what's his name?
J.J. Abrams.
Not J. No, the guy, the other executive producer on The Mandalorian, Rick, Dave, John.
Yeah.
Do you think they know that The Mandalorian season 3 has got like a 38% audience score?
Yeah, no, they will because Disney will be like, do better. We lost money. No,
they
they'll care because they
didn't.
lost money.
No, the Mandalorian season
They
3
didn't?
finale had
I thought
more
Mandalorian
viewers.
did poorly.
No, it didn't. Mandalorian did.
What did poorly?
Mandalorian Mandalorian season 3 had a higher view rate of the opening night than the Mandalorian season 2.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah, season 3 did.
It was Andor. Yeah, it was
big numbers.
Andor. Yeah,
It was
correct.
Andor. Shit numbers. One of Disney Plus's like Marvel / Star Wars TV show. I think it was.
And yeah, Andor is so loved
It is because it's good.
by
It's just
everybody
not
but us.
Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. But I do love episode 10, One Way Out.
Yes.
And I love Kino Loy. He's in
does.
Andor season 2. Andy Serkis is coming back. He survived. He
Yeah.
survived. Yeah.
What was this episode about? Oh, so yeah, that's right. Mandalorian. Yeah, Mandalorian. I think it was also just the fact that because Telu just I don't know. I think because it did so well, it was always going to make Mando look bad.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe it brought more attention to it because Petty's in it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Tilo season 2, maybe. Well, Pedro Pascal signed on a lot of new roles recently. He's in the new Gladiator film, I believe. Signed on a lot of
that's cool.
contracts. But Tilo season 2 won't come out till 2026 at the earliest, is what I think, because they have to restart production because of the writers' strike. Tilo fell under the writers' strike. That's happening at the moment. So production on that is nowhere.
Cool.
Lucasfilm broke it, by the way. They're continuing with the writers' strike. If you're under the union of the writers, so the writers' strike is basically a union, and if you are in that union, when the writers' strike goes off, it hasn't gone off in 15 years, by the way. When it goes off, you are not allowed to write anymore until it's over. But they are continuing the Rey movie, like the 2025 Rey movie. They like don't care about the writers' strike.
Nice.
They want this movie out in 2025.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
Yeah, but everybody does.
No. We would if George Lucas made the sequels, we would have got episode 9 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because it takes 10 years, because he was going to start if he started in 2012 when he sold it, it takes him 10 years to make a trilogy. Start 2012, finish 2022. Because he started the prequels in 1995 and finished 2005. Because he can.
2012?
What? I said 1995.
What did you say?
George Lucas started the prequels in 1995, finished in 2005.
Yeah.
And the sequels, he said, if he started in 2012, he would finish in 2022. But he didn't really know if he wanted to do that because it takes 10 years to make a good trilogy. And he'd be 80.
Clearly not.
Well, his birthday today.
It took 4 years.
What?
Yeah.
To make the sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, dude. Yeah, they rushed that. They did not. Yeah. Anyway, Mandalorian. Season 3 was shit because of The Last of Us, guys. But Last of Us over Mandalorian Season 3. We can agree?
Easily, without a doubt.
But The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 over Tilo.
No.
Okay. That's fair. I'm not going to argue with that one, but maybe when I finish part 2 of the video game. Maybe when I finish part 2 of the video game.
Yes, well, play it.
Start it when I started. Okay. Yeah, I will. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of all this. Between the Mandalorian, Tilo, Petty Pascal, and the future for Mandalorian. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next episode of the Movie Pod. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.